Introduction. Shaping the Self. In 1954, Manfred Kuhn and Thomas McPartland published the quintessential psychology quiz called the 20 Statements Test. On a sheet of paper, the phrase "I am" is repeated 20 times. The test taker fills in the blanks. The researchers found that people tend to describe themselves in 4 ways: as physical beings, 5 feet tall, as social beings, a daughter, as self-reflective individuals, shy, and as a part of a larger experience, connected to nature. In other words, ask who I am, and the constellation of answers adds up to one unique identity, one mind, one self. When it came to studying the self, psychologists used to divide into camps: mind versus body, nature versus nurture. In recent years, they have realized that the self is a complex mix of traits, instincts, drives, and hidden motivations. New techniques have blurred the distinction between physical and mental. Both inner and outer forces shape us, some built into our genes and some learned. In a way, the mind has its own architecture. At its foundation is biology. Evolution has fostered drives and behaviors that help us survive and reproduce. Fears, loves, and social desires are encoded in our genes. To a surprising extent, these instincts are also built into our neural circuitry. Reactions and emotions, aversions and attractions, can be traced to particular regions of the brain. Stages of growth from infancy to old age take everyone on a similar journey as intelligence, language, and emotions develop. Resting on this foundation are the lower floors of our mental building, those devoted to interacting with the outside world. People are profoundly social animals. Our fundamental need to belong drives our behavior in relationships and in social groups, guided by decision-making processes that lie below the level of consciousness and by drives and motives that impel us toward one goal or pull us back from another. Our levels of self-control and grit keep us moving forward, or stalling out, in life. Personality traits, inherited and learned, shape our actions as well. The upper floors of the mind's edifice are those that consciously or unconsciously control the others. They include the anxieties and distorted thoughts that trouble our lives, as well as the values, strengths, therapies, and interventions that allow us to build a stronger self. No matter how deeply rooted some of our troubles may be, the resilient mind has a host of ways to overcome them. This book will give you a look at some surprising new findings about why you act the way you do. Along the way, you'll encounter quizzes, exercises, and self-surveys that may help you understand yourself a little better. With these insights, you can start down the road to a more satisfying, fulfilling life.